Hello there, my wonderful little humans. How are you all doing? Sorry I was away yesterday, but as noted, I got a brand new desk delivered. And I had to go through many traumas in order to reorganize my room. Now my room is mostly desk, double desk. I was always double desking. I had one desk where I did writing and painting and stuff, other slime-like little activities, and then I had another desk where the computer was, and I did these kinds of activities. Well, now I still have that configuration, except the desk that I used to do this on. Now I do the painting and the writing on, and I have a brand new desk, which you'll witness shortly. Ooh! How exciting does that sound? Really exciting? Wonderfully exciting? Gloriously exciting? Or not exciting at all? Probably not exciting at all. You probably don't care at all about my desk. But such is life. Anyway. Yeah, that rapid and coordinated switch from one mode to another mode just occurred. So, anyway, what are we doing? Castle Caldwell. Ooh, we'd managed to raid the castle. Tea's going all over my table. We'd managed to raid the castle, clear it out, advised everybody to leave. It was mostly harmless, and then oh, look at that! Look, that's a look and a half. Let's dry off the bottom of my cup. Put that there. Yeah, so we cleaned that out, went back to town, and told Caldwell that we couldn't get into his little den of iniquity. And this leaves us in town, at least for a few moments, where we can re-equip. So we're just going to keep on going with this five gear slots per person. They're each going to get, refresh their torches in case we need them, and be good to rock and a roll. So, we will be going into the Dungeons of Terror, probably, most likely, but we're going to see what happens. We are, of course, once again, being core controlled by Foundry. Here it is, which is also providing us with our dungeon tracking via the little dungeon time trackers down here, provided as part of OSE helper. And mentioning it, so if we looked at the book of show turn counts, 67. I think that's not quite right. I think we're probably closer to like 60. Maybe, I don't know. The count there is way off. But we were in that dungeon kind of going around a little bit longer than we probably should have been. We should have probably had a good night's sleep in between, but what's done is done. But on that, I think we need OSRH compendiums, helper macros, turn macros. We want this one, I think. Reset all turns. Reset session count. Reset all turns. Travel macros. Report macros. Light macros. Combat. We're not interested in these. So we're going to re-import random names, reset tokens, healths. None of this is important to us. What we need is reset all turns. So import that. Yeah, whatever. Browser macro directory. Drag for reset all turns onto our bar. So we'll reset all turns. Report turns. All turns are empty. Now, how many hit points did we have, or had we lost when we managed to escape? So we were only down 3 hit points on one and 1 hit point on the other. So that's 3 days, 3 days rest that we need to make here in town, to recover all our hit points. So that'll be, at this point, tracking incidental gold costs isn't a huge amount of importance, because we have a lot of the monies. But there's 6 of us and a donkey, 6 of us and a mule, so that'll be what, 14, 21 gold pieces. So if we just open up another thing we've got laying around, obsidian, where be thou? Where be thou? There be thou. Yes. 24 gold pieces. So if we just go down here, I suppose we never did a summary of gold, right? Total party gold. Well, this line is really kind of like the main one, because this is actual physical coins that we've managed to ship. So we've got 3,000 CP, party gold, in coins, party coins, party coins, party coins, coins, INS, coins, in town. So we've got 3,000 copper pieces, 7,900 silver pieces, and 80 full-on gold pieces. But we're saying 21 gold pieces for our stay. So we will reduce that 800 to 60. Oh no, 69. Oh, maybe we'll make that number a different number because, you know, we all had to go out and buy torches. There you go. Somehow again last time I missed a chat, which I don't understand how that happened. Clearly there's something screwy with my with the chat feed through into OBS. So now I've also got the chat open in pop out mode. So that will hopefully double my chances of catching any stray chatter, right? I won't hold your breath. I'm definitely not holding my breath. Little bit of the old housekeeping. Touches. 3 days go by in the world. I'm clicking on the thing in OBS and not in here, thinking, why isn't that working? So 1, 2, 3. So that's three days of rest, netting us back our 3 hit points. And it is now the 15th. Star Day. How romantic. And everyone's back up to full health. And most of the characters have 699 experience points. Except for Naseefa, who has 636. Because she is a pretty poorly starred character. Such is life. I think we'll probably be able to manage clearing out Dungeon of Terror unless it murders us, because there are a few kind of quite beastly monsters down here. But we'll see. So what is it? So, oh right, but one thing I did want to do is let's go to I didn't grab it. I should grab it. I was going to grab it. Unfortunately, I've put all of my Star Trek books on top of it. There we go. Camo. Camo. There we go. Yeah. Bit of the old. Bit of the old. What's going on? Ugh, I don't like these dice. If we go, whilst waiting for Caldwell to return. Oh, and of course for characters, in case you didn't know, and this isn't your first, if this is your first rodeo on the old show. So we've got Somerhild the Magic User. We have Tegen. No, we have Antheia, who is the thief. We have Tegen. She is a cleric, despite her druidy looks. I don't have a cleric-y model. We have Ahti, a fighter. We have Emiliana, a fighter, and we have Naseefa, another magic user. So that's the party. Oh, and of course we have a donkey now. We have a mule. It's not painted yet. I only got it delivered today. So that's the party. 2 magic users, 2 fighters, a cleric and a thief. All level 1. One thing we need to note is that they have no luck points left because this is the start of a new session, and luck points don't carry over sessions. Yeah. Now, one thing I've noticed about this adventure, woefully few magical items in comparison to the others, but then also way less deadly. So, you know, 6 of one, half dozen of the other. You take your choices, you get your poison or something. Sorry, I was faffing about with the camera there. Let me just recalibrate myself for a second. Let me feeling all strange. Just make sure we're well calibrated. Hit that calibration button. Hit me with that calibration button. That's not calibrated properly, has it? No. Okay. That looks better. Yeah, we're slightly better calibrated, I think. We'll see. Confidence, 90%. I wish I was confident, 90% confident in anything, ever. Including... just being awake. There we go. Close it, actually. I don't need that. Mythic, cool. So I'm going to ask a question. Does anything interesting happen in town whilst we're in town? I think this is 50-50. So 4, 5 or 6, yes. 1, 2, 3, no. 4, yes. Okay. What has happened? So let us go get some cards. And let's draw some cards, eh? 7, 10, 3. So 7 of spades. Spades are mystical, interesting, and diamonds are technical, so mental or operational, interesting. So a 7 on action would be create. On detail it would be simple. And on focus, it would be enemies. Okay. A 10 would be take, specialized, or a plot arc. Well, we don't have a plot arc, so take or specialized. Okay. 3 allies, large, oppose. Technical. Let's see, I've just made my life more difficult. Okay, and let's take a quick look at some of these other tables. Okay, so if we say, right, so 7, mystical, action, create, 10, take, 3, oppose. Oppose sounds like something, so oppose. 10, specialized, or 7, simple. A plot arc, or enemies. So if we go enemies, specialized. So whilst we're in town, we're opposed by some specialized enemies. Okay, so I feel that then leads on to a plot hook generator, NPC generator. So let's do that. In fact, because 2 of these ended up being the same, kind of, because one of them oppose and the other one simple enemies. Oh, but that would be mystical enemies, and I quite like the idea of mystical enemies. The other one is special, with 10 specialized. I don't really technically specialized. I don't think that's very interesting, particularly if we're going for 3 oppose, T, take. Actually, maybe if we had take, 3, large, 3, allies, take. No, I think opposed and mystical enemy and specialized, right? I like those. We'll stick with those. And if we go identity 8, specialist. It's really into that specialist at the moment. Though specialist in this would mean a thief, right? 8 to obtain. They have a notable feature of a dice roll, not a card. 4. Quirk or a mannerism. Let's just quickly pop into Chrome. Let's pop into Chrome for a moment and journal. Castle Caldwell. Happenings. Oh, that sounds like something. Happenings. A mystical force. Mystical enemies oppose us, right? Mystical enemies oppose us. Mystical enemies oppose us. There's also a thief named Ramanshah. A thief named Ramanshah 2 is looking to take something that doesn't belong to them. Unsurprising, as they're a thief. This is where we could probably make use of a proper full fat engine. Object. Loud, empty. Some kind of horn. Take something that doesn't belong to them. A magical horn. Is this problem immediate? I think that's 50-50 again. No, it's not an immediate problem. Not an immediate issue to the players. Oppose something, right? So, a mystical enemy opposes something. This is kind of more, I feel like this is kind of something that's going on in the town, in the background at the moment, that we're probably not fully involved in, right? So, I could go and do some more scenes in town, but I think the next thing that will happen is Caldwell will come and visit us and go, my good friends, how are you all doing? I see you are enjoying the pies and the ales. And yesterday, but as noted, one second, that's a brand new desk delivered. Oh dear, 1 second. Oh, my audio from my other thing has started. There we go. Shoo! Don't hear me twice. That's very confusing. Particularly me twice from like 10 minutes ago. Even more confusing. 20 minutes ago? I don't know. Anyway, that's because I've got the chat window open, so I can hopefully capture people talking if they talk. But I still don't have any faith in the universe's ability to send this across to me. But anyway, rambling. Stop rambling. Get back to business. Get back to business, Slime. So that's something to bear in mind. So yes, Caldwell. Caldwell comes up to us, and yes, we're enjoying the pie. We've just been kind of recuperating after our excursion into your castle. You know, well, yes, thank you very much for that. On that matter, I've had a friend of mine, at no small cost, assist in the opening of the door. No, really, we ask. Yes, we've managed to get it open. So you'll be able to go down and clear out the whatever's living underneath the castle. Oh well, that sounds interesting. Yes. Yes, I'd like you to tackle the dungeon. It would be very nice. So what are you offering? Oh, the same deal again. If you give us I'll provide you 100 gold pieces each to go down there. A better deal than before. 100 gold pieces each is bound to be more dangerous. 100 gold pieces each, and you can keep anything you find down there. Anything else to bear in mind? I mean, we've already worked with him before, so we know he pays. Yeah. So we look at each other and we yes, that sounds fair. So 100 gold pieces each. So that's 600 gold pieces. Yes. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about. 600 gold pieces. Okay. Well, we'll head there first thing in the morning. Thank you very much. I'd be much obliged. And so off we go into the depths of the castle in the morning. So if we'll go through to 1, 2, 3. If we go forward another day onto the 16th, so that'll be Sunday. Ha. Sunday, the day before Moon Day and after Star Day. Earth Day. Ooh, look at that. Anyway. That's another 7 gold pieces we spent. Oh, look at that. But we've just made 100. We've just got more gold pieces, so you know, the old gold piece economy is going well. 64 minus 7. Because we've got like a room each and food and all sorts. as opposed to before, where we were all sleeping in one big old stinky room. 57 gold pieces. So yeah, let's take a gander at what we can meander. Arriving at the place at about 6 in the morning, giving us a good deal of time to do our stuff. It's scattered rain, so again a reasonably nice day. Well, reasonably, it's drizzling, and the party and the donkey turn up. Let's go to here. Yeah, there we go. So donkey is at the back. We've got thief out at front. We've got our 2 fighters. We've got Tegen and the 2 wizards and the donkey. Right, like so. And yeah, we go into room 1 via the ceiling, and we are turn 1 in the dungeon, and I need to get Chrome up. There we go. Double click on Mythic, make it smaller. There we go. I don't need this. What we do need is our first turn in the dungeon. Tick. And what do we see? Lighting up our stinky burning torches, the flickering of the light on the background. The room appears to be empty, as the last member conies, I suppose that's probably an American word. I would say enters through the trap door. The door slams shut above you. Oh dear. At the same moment, a woman, right, okay, enters the room from the north. They are dressed in, okay, right. At the moment, a person enters the room from the corridor to the north. They are dressed in armor, and look quite a bit like, well, they're in armor, so they look quite a bit like Ahti, who is one of the most armor. So they both have plate armor for all intents and purposes, but one of them is has good dex, and the other one has poor dex. So, you know, kind of, this one's got like looser, lighter plates of armor. They move around more, and she kind of more stands there and gets clobbered and does clobbering. So it looked quite a bit like Ahti. They say, "Oh, don't worry about that old trapdoor. There's an exit at the end of the corridor. What are you down here for? Is the party suspicious? I suspect that the party is likely suspicious. So they on a 3 and above they are suspicious. On a 1 or 2 they are not. 2, they're not suspicious. Very good. Okay. Let's see what this wants to do. So this is, if you haven't, so it looks an awful lot like Ahti. Okay. Legitimately, any party I know would have killed this thing automatically. So, with that, we have an additional team member who is entirely trustworthy, and nobody, I mean nobody, has any suspicions about. So let's have that one. Just she looks a lot like that. Yes, excellent. It looks like her. And yeah, we're in room 1. So we're gonna have to think about when this doppelganger is gonna try its business. The problem for her is that we're a reasonably disciplined bunch, and we all kind of stick together. She's going to get added into the back, I suppose, because the party trusts her, because they're not suspicious. It's nice of them. So, again, these are 10-foot squares. These are 5-foot squares. We will leave a room. There is one room. This is like a large opening, so we'll spend a turn getting our location ready, and because we're not suspicious, we're not even going to interrogate this person. We're just going to accept that they are what they look like, which is very similar to Ahti, but in a kind of Odo kind of way. So, the party heads up here. 1, 2, 3. Checking this door. If there's anything behind it, they don't hear it. So they open the door. 2. Okay. Oh, I was going to use that figure for something else. The room contains a sleeping area with 2 pallets, a couple of chairs and various other pieces of furniture in the southwest corner. There is a crude laboratory along the north wall. It has a workbench with a few basic tools for doing experiments and an assortment of common chemicals. There is a faint odour of marsh gas in the air. A few candles provide light. 2 men dressed in ragged robes sit at the bench. Well, I mean, I would be suspicious, but this party, who knows? Oh my word. Oh wow, well that's not entirely surprising. Okay, so I'm going to need 2 little figures, and we're going to need a little map, and we're going to need to, do the do. Where did the pen go? There it is. There's a pen. So what have we got? We've got, let's get you out of my way for a second. Donk, donk, donk. I have not got the doors out, do I? Oh well. This room is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it goes 2. And it kind of seems to be like wavy around here. It's just done. Let's use these 2. And the party, of course, we've got them. We got Faith. Doesn't go through the door first. We've got the 2 wizards. We've got Donkey. And we've got the completely not a problem. Mm. Okay. Hold on. Like, oh, hello, my friends. They say in smooth, well put together common. And let's put them facing this way so you can see their wee faces. Their adorable little visions. There you go. Are you here to assist with our experiments? They say as they slowly draw closer, rubbing their hands. What kind of experiments? We don't know what an experiment is, really. What are experiments? Well, an experiment is where we take things and we put them together and we see what happens. We have a we put things together and we see what happens. Are the party suspicious of these two strange individuals? This is likely. They are indeed, for once, suspicious. Wait, how long have you been down here? Asks Emiliana. And Ahti goes, oh yeah, must have been locked for quite a while. And they go, ah! And we'll roll for the party to see if they're surprised when they go, rah! And start to attack. The party isn't surprised. Okay. So, initiative. Fiddlesticks. Wrong dice. Where is the right dice? It's not here. Where did it go? Who has my dice? Did my one good dice convert into two not good dice? This is the question. Where'd it go? Oh no, it's all gonna go. Oh no, there it is. Phew! 2-2, so that's a draw. They go together. They're going to go together. So, movement. Movement. So they've pulled out their daggers and they're screeching. And I'll say one of us moves first, and then one of them moves, and then our lot funnel into here. Like so. Okay. She goes there. So, range. That's not how you roll attacks. Where are all my d20s? Let's get my d20s back so we can use the system. Use the system because the system works. 13. 13 hits a. 13 hits a AC 4. And they are AC. Where did I put that piece of paper? There it is. They are AC 8. Easy hit. And they're just mediums, so Man is dead, as she fires an arrow through it. The question is which spell did that one have? Let us see. So what were their spells? Right. Okay. Whew. This could be painful. First spell 1 to 3. First spell 4 to 6. So first spell will go to this one on a 1 to 3. It'll go to this one on a 4 to 6. That one had first spell, which means this one has oh dear. That one has sleep. Do we remember how sleep works? Sleep's a great spell. Magic turn. Spellcaster casts sleep. Just double check sleep. One of those situations, but a bit like when the party got webbed in Dwarrow Deep. Okay, level 1 wizardy spells. Level 1 wizardy spells. Level 1 wizardy spells. These are wizardy spells, aren't they? Yes, sleep. Range 240 foot. 4d4. A total of 2d8 hit dice of creatures of 2 d8 hit dice worth of creatures of 4 hit dice or lower. Oh dear. Well, let's roll. How many hit dice of the party are asleep? Remember, no luck points yet. 1. Okay, 1 hit dice. Oh, please be a small number. Please be a small number. 1, 7. That's 8 hit dice worth of characters. You'll notice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a mule. 8. So the entire party is asleep. Oh dear. This is a big oh dear. 8. And a doppelganger. Right, okay. A up. Actually, let's have a look at that spell again. Because maybe we've solved one of my problems. Let me double check. This is one of those situations where as a ref you sit there going, oh, have I just murdered the party in a single fell swoop? Or have I helped the party out by mistake? One or the other. Targets with the least hit dice are affected first. No, when targeting creatures of 4 hit dice or less, the following rules apply. Target with the least hit dice are affected first. That's the party. Treat monsters with less than 1 hit dice as having 1 hit dice. Excess. Killing creatures enchanted by a spell. Awakening, slapping, or wounding awakens an affected creature. If the doppelganger wasn't there, I'd say that they were captured. But the doppelganger is there. Do you know what the doppelganger will do regardless? The doppelganger will kill Ahti. Okay, what's going... Okay, wait, what's going to go on here? Let's double check the doppelganger. Play the part of a doppelganger carefully. It appears to only want to help the party, and may actually fight alongside them against other dungeon monsters. Its objective is to find an opponent to talk to, an opportunity to talk to its intended victim alone. It might tell its friend, if it can get its victim alone, the doppelganger kills it, changes into the shape of its victim, and rejoins the party, making up the best excuse it can for the other person disappearing. It might even say, speaking as a person, it's now impersonating, that it killed a doppelganger, but it tried to impersonate it. Use your best judgment and skill in handling this should it occur. What's the doppelganger's overarching objective, though? The doppelganger has no treasure. Okay, so this is what's going to happen. They're all asleep. The doppelganger has killed Ahti, but it has replaced Ahti. So, if you remember that, you're a good one. And these two mystics have both been killed. Ahti gets rid of the body and comes back to the party. It's like, aha, well that was close. We all almost died, Ahti said. Yes, it was very fortunate that you were up and about and ready to take that on, Ahti. We'd have been finished otherwise. Yes, we'd have been finished otherwise. And we're all celebrating their success. Now we're going to say that Ahti probably spent a good couple of turns dealing with the body and chopping up and putting it in a case. So let's just advance that kind of 20 minutes. Let's get a report on the dice. So we're on turn number 4. And we will search the room. So I'm searching the room. We find 2. So let's on here. Once again, open Obsidian up. So on Obsidian, Dungeon of Terror. Dungeon of Terror. We find 2 gems. No, gems. Let's shoot gems. Do a bunch of returns there so we can bring this up. Here we go. Gems. Gems 2 times 20 GP. So that's what we find in that room. And that takes us through another turn. So let's click the little turn button in Foundry. Dungeon turn. We need to rest. So rest. We feel rested. Oh yes, that's good. So from here, we can carry on around here by the looks of it, and see what's going on over there. Which I think we'd clear out the room first. So 3. Unfinished room. Roll D6. 4, so we don't hear anything. So I presume this is just a straight through. Because there's no door. So Ahti's like, no, why are you attempting to stand at the back, Ahti? You're at the front. You're the big heroic one. Oh yes, of course, she says. Oh, how silly of me! How could I possibly forget? How could you possibly forget? Hey, there you go. As they head round this corner. And they see, as they go round this corner, 4 fat, bloated flies. Looking all bloaty and big. And I think this keeps going for 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is at least 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Just spray from around here a little bit. Buzz, buzz, buzz. We didn't hear any noise. The room's 8 feet wide, but only about 10 feet deep. The north wall is unfinished and honeycombed with natural-looking holes, indentations. The floor has several coins scattered around it. You hear a faint humming sound. Oh, right. So they've just said that this gap here, which is clearly 10 foot, because these are 10-foot squares, is impassable. So, yeah, the flies are hiding in the nests. This is fine. The indentation in the north wall. There are 2 exit passages that lead to the to the outside. Oh no! This might still be. Okay, we'll just say that we can get around this way. It makes sense. It's fine. So the flies are hiding in their nests. And we head in. Do we? Now that we hear the low humming, does the party go in and scrounge up the coins, or does the party just go, no? The party goes in to scrabble up the coins. So over here, scrabbling up the coins. Maybe it's the doppelganger that goes in. I mean, maybe it's Ahti that goes in there and starts scrabbling up the things, and everyone's like, oh, you're awfully keen on getting the treasure today, Ahti. And Ahti is like, yes, treasure. And looks at the party hungrily. And the flies will surprise on a 1 to 4. So the party is not surprised as the robber flies come out. So if they come out, they don't get a free action. Roll for initiative. And bad guy dice. Oh, this bad guy dice. Robber flies go first. So one robber fly is going to go after the thief. 2 of them are going to go after Ahti. One of them is going to go after this wizard. Okay. Oh, and I think everyone should get a luck dice for being unconscious. For being yes, done dirty. Antheia, Tegen, Emiliana, Naseefa. So, movement. Tegan's going to go in here. Emiliana is going to go over here. Wizard is going to go back here with the donkey. That's Somerhild is going to go back with the donkey. And yeah, that's going to be it. So, Antheia, Ahti. No, we'll roll Ahti's. We attack on Ahti separately. No, it should be Emiliana, so yeah. And the attack on Somerhild. Not Somerhild, on Naseefa. Okay, so these three we'll do... oh no, Emiliana isn't being attacked. These two are both attacking her. So if we do both of these dice for the attack on Ahti... right, let's go. The 17 on Ahti is a hit. The 20 on Somerhild is a hit. The 15 robber flies are a 2-hit dice monster. Yeah, 2-hit dice. That has an AC of 5. Let's just check this because I've not bothered writing down their ribbons. So against AC 5 is a 13. So those are both hits. So stand-in Ahti has taken 2 hits. Okay. Ahti's not looking too good. The other two, 9 is a miss, that's a hit. Damage from the robber flies is 1d6. 1d6? Or is that a d8? That's a d8. 1d8. Come on. Where do those d8s go? That treacherous d8. Can you see the d8 anywhere? Where did it go? Where are you, d8? Irritating. They always hide. Up until the point where I've bothered to get a different dice. So let's go here. Right, how many hit points? 4. That would be her dead, but she will use her luck point. 3, so that goes down to a 1. So that leaves her on 4 hit points. And that uses up her luck point. And yeah, next turn. No, the party's turn. Let's roll that, that, and that. So Tegen, Antheia, Ahti, Emiliana, and Naseefa. Okay, that's a lot of misses. Tegen looks like she's hit. So rubber flies hit point, armor class is 6. So 17. That's a hit. So Tegen does 1 wound to one of them. See, yet last time I didn't really need for tracker. This time these folks all have more hit dice, so I should really have done with tracker. I could fill it in now, but it's too late. This fight started, and we're getting it done. So that one's taken a wound. That one has taken a wound. These two have been missed. So that means Antheia gets a luck point, Emiliana gets a luck point. Right, next turn. Naseefa is going to withdraw for melee combat. Okay, equal actions, but she falls back. And I think by much of this stays looking the same. So, simultaneous attacks. I think that these have breached offer to 1 and 1. So, against Ahti, Emiliana, Tegen, Antheia. Roll. Okay, 3 of them missed, and Antheia hit. So, oh no, this is them hitting us. So, Naseefa got hit. Not Naseefa, Antheia got hit. So Antheia, see how much damage they do. 1 point of damage. Well, she'll just take that 1 point of damage. She won't use up her luck point for that. That could have been a bad idea. It could be a great idea. Their attacks on the bad folks. Ahti hits 13 from Emiliana. Hits a 5. They are 6, right? Yeah, they're a 6. So Emiliana hits for 1 in front of her. Tegen hits again, so for 1 in front of her is dead. Good job, girl. 1 in front of Ahti is dead. Good job, you. The 1 in front of Emiliana is injured. 8 from Antheia is another miss. Okay, next round. Let's roll. Let's see what happens. So the party go first. Well, that's nice. I think Tegen is going to come in here. And these three are going to attack that one, and that one is going to continue to have its kind of slapping contest with Emiliana. With Antheia. So we attack. Antheia misses again. 14. That's 4 hit dice monster. That's definitely a hit, right? 14 hits a 1. So that's a hit. It's dead. Okay. Next. She missed. Okay. This last one's action. It's going to attack, of course. Antheia. It misses with an 11. 11 versus... That would only hit an armor class of 8. So yeah, that's a miss. Okay. Next round. Okay, the party goes first. This is probably a bit academic. Well, the fact the 18 is a hit. The 12 from Tegen. 12 from Tegen hits a 6. Their armor class is 6. That's a kill. Good job, kids. Well done. Mission accomplished. You managed to kill some robber flies. Well, let's put a note down in here. 4 robber flies dispatched. Dispatched, like a dispatchio. And we find on the ground. We find. What do we find? We find. What did we find? It was a waste of time. 10 gold pieces, 50 silver pieces, and we'll leave 10 GP coins, 100 CP, 50 SP, 10 GP. So that's a total of 16 experience points. And 4 rubber flies only is 80 experience points. Okay. Top bananas. Well, that was eventful. Let's move forward a turn. I should really remember to change the audio when we get into a fight, but you know. So a turn for the fight, a turn for the little search. Whoa. And back onto the map. So we're going to go through this door and continue this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen at this door. 1 and 2 we hear something. 6 we don't hear anything. So we open the door. What's in 4? 4 appears to be an empty room. We will search for the empty room. So 1 for the move, 1 for the thingy. Need to rest soon. How many turns? We've got 1 more move. The room is in fact empty. So we will then continue down. 1, 2, 3. And listen at this door. 3. We don't hear anything. We open the door. So this is room 5. What? Oh, right. The door to this room is securely locked, and there is an ornate keyhole in the door. Okay. We cannot get into the room. So we'll continue down to here and rest for that finishes turn, right? Let's just take a check. Show turn count 4, so the move there and then a rest. So out come our next set of torches, and we're here at door 6. So we listen at door 6. We don't hear anything. We open the door to room 6. What doth occur when we open the room to room 6? An antechamber. This room appears to be empty. There is trash on the floor and a door on the far wall. Very well, we will search the room. The room is, in fact, empty. So, did I show turn counts? So we entered this room, we searched it. We will do the same. We'll check this door, listen for traps. Listen for traps. There's nothing here. We go through the door. We'll go for this first door, 7. Listen at the door. Oh, is there something in 7? We can hear. So in this room we hear something weird. There's a weird sound on the other side of the room. So we prep ourselves for conflict and open the door. And what we see is, let's just prep out our room. So it's a 4x6. Where's my little rubby out device? There it is. Where's my little spray bottle of spray stuff? I've been abandoned for the week, you see. It's just me, my fellow resident in the dungeon is elsewhere for the next several days. So I'm going to have to make do with my own existence, which is a bonus, I suppose, in some ways, because it means I get to live like a savage animal. The savage animal that I am. I've been looking forward to using this little figure. Well, I say figure. It's not a figure. You'll know. So, we open this here corridor. Well, let's just do the whole corridor, right? So it's a 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. Cool. This goes up 4. Yeah, like so. 1, 2, door. 1, 2, wall. And the same. Right. Oh no, it must still be wet up there. Oh no. Anyway, we don't need to worry about that for a second. Don't go breaking my pen. So we're all prepped up, ready to rumble. Ahti's looking worse for wear, but you know, we've got a job to do. The wizards, as they're useless, stand to one side each. And Tegen, we got Thief. We got the old mule. Doesn't have a name. Cutie face for second, maybe. Maybe. And we open the door. And there's a gelatinous cube inside the room. And oh, it's very excited to see the doors opened. And combat ensues. Well, unless they just close the door again. I think it's 50-50, right? Do they close the door? Yes. Okay. Let's see 7. I've always wondered how gelatinous cubes get through the doors of a dungeon. So they close the door. You know, there's a gelatinous cube in there. Does anyone know how to... With a big slime thing in there. What are we going to do? Let me check for gelatinous cube entry in the book. G A gelatinous cube. Energy immunity, embedded item immunity. Surprise on a 1 to 4 due to near invisibility. A 10-foot by 10-foot transparent jelly. Move through dungeons, absorbing debris and living creatures they come across. Oh. Surprise paralysis. Unharmed by cold and lightning. Indigestible items are stored inside of it. We gotta fight it. Right? Right. We can't be beaten by a big, delicious looking jelly, can we? No. No, that can't possibly happen. We're going to kill the slime. Not the slime, the thingy. So we open the door again. And combat ensues. The jelly goes first. So it gloms over. So it will get the first attack. 1 to 3 it'll attack Ahti. 4 to 6 it'll attack Emiliana. It attacks Ahti. Okay. So it's got the first go, right? So we're looking at... It attacks Ahti. It does 1 attack. It does... Big old gibbering gelatinous cube. AC 8. 1 attack. 2 to 8 plus paralysis. 9. That's a miss. Good. So it misses. And now Ahti and Emiliana attack it. Ahti hits. No, Emiliana hits. Ahti is a horrible failure. Emiliana. Emiliana has 2 luck points at the moment. So Emiliana is going to use 1 luck point to do 2 wounds to the beastie. So it has 4 wounds, and we have done 2. Where did I put the monsters? Ah, there we are. Everything I need just piling up on each other. Why aren't you moving? Get out of my fucking... Get out of my way. Okay, the gelatinous cube is down. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds. 2 are gone. Next round. Initiative. 4-4, we act simultaneously. So it attacks Ahti again. 6, it misses. Ahti and Emiliana attack the cube. They both miss. So they both, well. Emiliana gains a luck point. Cool. And then next turn. Gelatinous cube goes first. Gelatinous cube continues to attempt to eat Ahti. Ah, that time it hit. Ahti needs to save against. So it needs to save against thingamajig. Against paralysis. Have I got a table here for monsters? Monster saving throws. It saves as. Ah, no, tell me on here. What does it save as? It saves as fighter level 2. Fighter 2, even. So. So that means, I presume it means that. So, paralysis. That one. It needs to roll 12 or above. It rolls a 3. It's paralysed. Saw these cool little loops the other day that you put around the base of characters. It gives you conditions. They might be cool. We'll see. We'll see. So Ahti is out of the fight for 2d4 turns, isn't it? 5 turns. Ahti down 5 turns. Gelatinous cube, what are you doing? I don't know. Eating people. Okay, sounds good. So let's roll for Emiliana. Emiliana misses again. After such a good showing at the very start there, she's really kind of returned to form. Not as much form as Antheia had, because Antheia really knows how to miss. She's missed every time she's attacked, which I think is impressive. So, next round. It goes first. But Tegen is going to move up and take this position. And now, who will it target? Will it target Emiliana or Tegen? 1 to 3, this one. 4 to 6, this one. 4 to 6, it'll go for Tegen. Cool. So, it will attack Tegen. This dice. It misses Tegen. Tegen and Emiliana will attempt to hit it. Emiliana misses again, which is truly an impressive feat. Given she only needs a 9 to hit. No, you know, she missed, so she's going to take that thingy. Oh, also, Ahti took a wound as well. I mean, a hit points. She took hit points. Okay. Emiliana missed. I mean, she could spend, because it's dangerous faffing about with this thing, because if it hits, it's going to take us out. So she will spend a luck point, which gives her an extra d6 to hit, but she only needs 9s to hit, so it's immaterial. And she's going to spend a second luck point to do 2 wounds worth of damage to it, which will destroy the gelatinous cube. And out of the cube falls slime on slime violence. I know, it's terrible, Mustard. Absolutely terrible. See, now, here is an example of it. I can see down there, Mustard has said something, but your comment hasn't appeared in the chat box where the chat is supposed to appear. So, this chat that is linked to you by OBS is not functional. It is a non-functional chat. It's been misleading me all this time. So I need to move. Now I need to move you. I need to move my OBS a little bit out of sorts. So I need to move the OBS and make some room there, so I can put the chat where I can actually see chatting up somewhere where I can see it. There we go. Welcome. Probably long since abandoned it after the lack of reaction, but yes, slime on slimes, slime be dead. Just about, because we definitely couldn't live with that. So Ahti is out for 5 turns. Now the interesting thing is, now that she's unconscious, is anybody gonna, notice anything weird about her? So, I think it's 50-50. 3. No, we don't notice anything weird about her. Perfectly normal. Nothing strange about her at all. Now, what do? Do we drag her body around, or do we wait 5 turns for her to wake up? I think we're going to have to wait for her to wake up, because anything else is going to mean that there sands a fighter. So I suppose we're all going to get into this here room. Are we? Or are we going to go? Let's ask for party. I think it's unlikely that they will attempt to carry on whilst Ahti is unconscious. So 1 to 2 they'll carry on. 3 and above they'll head off. So they'll carry on. No, so they'll wait for Ahti to recover. So we'll come in here, close the door. Oh, and I should note, the reason why we're not rolling random encounters is because there aren't any in this adventure. We don't have a random monster table, so that's why I'm not doing that. So we're going to rest for 5 turns. So let's show the turn count. 13 turns in. We're going to spend rest 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 turns rested. Ahti. Oh, you people are still here. What? Who on earth are you? Oh, wait. Oh, yes. Hello, friends. Gee, it's great having such good friends that you all waited for me to wake up. Oh, Wonderful. I'm so glad that I have friends. ... And everyone goes, yes, exactly. Friends. Ah, good to see you're still okay, Ahti. Yes, perfectly fine. Not a thing wrong with me. Not a single solitary sausage of incorrectness. She goes. Shifty eyes left, shifty eyes right. But all in all, shifty eyes. Gonk. Not that we're saying anything bad about people with shifty eyes, of course. Door here and a door here. So we're going to go over here, and I think it's most likely that they'll check this door first, which leads into an area that I don't want to have to draw out because wiggly lines. Why are so many dungeons nice and square? Because it's really easy to explain a square looking or a rectangular room. These weird little things would be a right nightmare to describe to players if they were doing mapping. Right nightmare. You go like a cavern. It's a bit, 10 foot by 15 foot. But hey ho, that's what it'd be like. Yeah, so let's move the party. The two fighters go up front initially. Donkey, cutie face for second. The two wizards, like so. This is about right. And we open the door. So, what's the description for this well, we listen at the door first. Let's be safe. Oh, if there's something in there that we can hear it. So this is 9. 99999. Hear anything? Ah. Okay. Okay. So we head into this room. Donk donk. Badonk donk. The ground of this area is covered with rubble from excavation work. Quite a few shiny coins are visible throughout the rubble. It's weird. Who leaves shiny coins in their rubble? I wouldn't leave shiny coins in my rubble. Okay, well, we're going to spend time... Are the party going to spend time gathering it up, right? So I think it's likely, particularly given their recent escapades in coin gathering. So yes, they do spend the time to gather up all the coins. So on first turn gathering coins, we gather 400 silver pieces and 100 gold pieces. So it is actually well worth the gathering. Coins on the floor gathering. So we get 100 silver. How many more is it? 400 silver pieces. Oh, and 100 gold pieces. Oh, which takes that up to 156. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does. 156. Now, so there's a 1 in 6 chance in the first turn that something happens. Does it happen? No. So we'll spend another 2 turns. So we'll spend another turn gathering up, because there's still more coins. Gathering up more coins. If I spend 2 or more turns, they find this many coins. So yeah, we spend another turn. So total of 600 silver pieces. Okay. What was it before? Oh wait, I done this wrong. Oh no. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. So what did we find? What's the total coinage here? We have found 600 and we found 150. So that's 160. So 60 experience points plus 160 experience points. So numbers 160 plus 65. 165, 225, 226 XP. There we go. Basic maths. We can do it. We can grok it if we try. Okay. Cavern. Dice roll. There's now a 2 in 6 chance that something happens. It doesn't. Okay, so nothing happens whilst we're in 9. But, now, remember a few things, right? So, a few important things. Torch's light only goes 30 foot, right? So, whilst we're stood here, we can only see to about here, right? We can probably see some of the light glistening off of here. And we can see that there's a wall here and there's a wall here. So we're going to head in this direction across here, right? From here where we've been gathering up coins. Which means we can see this, right? This is one of those things underground that I often wonder about. Berserkers. We kind of tacitly understand that everyone that lives underground can see underground. But I kind of always imagined that berserkers originally came from the surface. You know, the whole Conan thing. Sometimes I have to double check these thoughts because I wonder sometimes. Berserker. Battle Rage, Horde. So if I compare that to, say, Orcs. Goblins? Goblins. Wolfright, infravision, right? So yes, it clearly says on here that the goblins have infravision. So the berserkers don't. So we can see there's light glistening from here. And that makes us suspicious. So we put out our torches, right? As we go around here. Oh, I also marked down those turns that we spent getting gold. Turns, so we spent 2 turns getting gold. 1, 2, and now we've spent a turn coming up to this room, right? So this cave thing that we see here, let's clear this down a bit. A little bit of the old clear down. So I think it's strange that they don't, these things don't, but I guess the problem really is that they're textured. So even with the correct pens, it has a bit of trauma getting the stuff off. Yeah, work hard, get it out. I don't work hard, apart from setting up roleplay and stuff. Other than that, I don't work hard at all. My entire life revolves around working as little as possible for as much money as possible. Let's just do that, which of course we already know kind of ruins the ability for the pen to write, but I do want the stuff off of it. Thank you very much. Off we go. Off we go. Cleaning with Dungeon Slime. Ooh, I wonder if Dungeon Slime is a good cleaning agent. We'll have to find out one day. Yeah. Does Dungeon Slime not only taste delicious, but does it also operate as a cleaning agent? Okay. Right. Pen. Okay. So this is kind of like the center 3 by 3 with a little bobbly bit. So really what we need to make sure is that we get kind of the primary dimensions right. Let's do that in the middle of the room. 3. So that gives us kind of like the 6 at the widest point, 6 and a bit, and then it's about so we're looking at something a bit like this, right? like so. And there's a fire in here giving off a light gleam, and there are three fighty boys in here. Who are the fighty boys? And those are undead boys. That's a fighty person. Where do the other one go? You had 3 of them ready. Where'd you go? Where'd you go, fighty people? Where'd you all hide? That's weird, isn't it? Did I knock them all off the table? No, I don't think I did. Clearly must have just buried them under something. Or behind something? Ah, here we go. Now I know they all like adventurers, but they're not adventurers. We're all bandit leader, not bandit leader, berserker leader, berserker. I think there's a 1 in 3 chance that we surprise them, and no chance that they surprise us. So are they surprised? No. So they hear us coming around the corner. And on the other side, I suppose, is this largest section, right? So wizards at the back with cutie face for second, kind of out the back. This is something that I find really funny about games like, I don't know, Baldur's Gate, right, or Divinity, or Solasta, or any of these games, right? The number of characters in those games, well, monsters in those games using bows, right, in dungeons is ridiculous, right? Because of things that, I mean, it's almost impossible to use a bow in a dungeon for the most part once the fight actually starts, unless you're willing to shoot into combat. And most of these games, I mean, in like, I suppose once you get into like all the silliness of kind of 3 and above, I suppose, with feats and all the rest of it, it's easier to shoot into combat, but still, it's funny. I find it funny. So anyway, no one's surprised. So who goes first? Oh, actually, so the party gets to go first, but these are berserkers, right? So the party's not going to do anything. They go, what on earth are you doing down here? So we're in room 10, right? Wow. So they look at us. Do berserkers have... this again is where we just need to double check something. Do berserkers, I mean, by their namesake, you'd imagine that maybe they are auto aggro dudes. But the party don't know that, so the party don't attack immediately. They go, what ho, good folk? How did you get down here? Because remember, we're trying to get out. Battle Rage and Horde. Okay. So they're not auto aggro, so let's just put a marker in there for a second. So, what's their attitude adjuster? 7. Who we got with front there? Tegen probably does for talking. What's Tegen's Tegen's charisma. Tegen, charisma 13, so that's +1 adjustment. 2 thingy, so that's an 8. So they're looking cautiously at us. And we're kind of looking cautiously at them. And yeah, just like, how did you get down here? And we're like, we have been down here for many moments, many scores on the wall have passed, they say, and they kind of gesture at their wall. And we're like, wow, that's probably quite a long time. However, that roll, enough talk, we fight now. And they start charging in. So, initiative. Players get to go first, so clearly they felt some kind of threat from the things. So we're going to go in. One. So they were down here, right? So we're moving first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll stick Tegen whack bang in the middle. And Thief is going to roll. This is poorly lit, so we're going to see if they can Garak their way through this unfortunate situation. So I mentioned this before. I use the cleric tables because I think the default 7. So that's on level 1 of a dungeon, means that they have managed to go somewhat. They managed to hide in his shadow. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. So they're sneaking around to the back. They are currently out of sight, out of mind. So combat. This goes here. This goes here. I always often, again, like ponder whether or not. I know something we could do. So we've got this. So they're moving. We're going to move. Naseefa is going to move here, right? Trying to use some of those gear slots, I suppose. And ranged combat, because that's what we're at. Antheia is going to shoot an arrow at the berserker leader. And misses. Why break a habit of a session? Antheia. Why start hitting now when you can just miss instead? That's what we always ask ourselves, isn't it, dear? It's okay. They're trying their best. It's dark. It's scary. The people are trying to kill them. At the same time, target number 14, right? Oh dear. No. Let's have Somerhild do what I was thinking of. So target number 12. 10. That's not a 12. She's going to spend a luck point to roll a d6 to add on to that 10. So 3. That's a 13. So that's a hit. Well, she manages to do what she's trying to do, which is throw some burning oil on these dudes. So burning oil only does 5 foot, right? So she has in fact only set this guy on fire, right? Sad times for him. How on earth does burning oil work again? Burning oil. 1d8. That's from a different system. But I'll take 1d8, so, well, 1 wound. But I seem to remember it being like dx turns, so we'll say d3 turns of burning. 3 turns. He's going to take 1 wound a turn for 3 turns, unless he takes a turn out to try and stop and roll around on the floor. Melee. Now, being on fire, I think might give him a bit of a distraction on his turn, but let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let us roll. 1, 2, 3. G11 hit for that. What are their armor classes? Their armor classes be sevens. Okay. And an 11 hits an armor class 5. So that's a hit. So we got 1 hit on the bandit leader, who is also on fire. So bad times for the bandit leader. Bandit leader hit dice 2. So the bandit leader is in fact dead and on fire. Bad times. Bad times had for him. The other 2 get luck points. So Emiliana, good job. You've got yet another fate point. Luck point even. And Tegen, you got a luck point. So on the plus side, the fact they roll so poorly does end up helping them out, doesn't it? Yeah. Sat here looking at the armoured core going, I'm not released yet. And I'm like, why aren't you released yet? Surely you should be released by now. No, not released. There you go. Okay, cool. But I like to keep these within 2 hours. So we're going to finish up this fight and then we'll close off the session. But, okay, cool. The Berserkers. So this Berserkers on Tegen, those 2 are on Emiliana, right? So we use these 2 for Emiliana and that for Tegen. Those are misses, 13 is a miss. Well, that's a 15, right? Because they get +2 versus humanoids because they're Berserkers. So 1 + 15 hits a armor class 3. Emiliana's armor class is 1. So they don't hit. Next round. Okay, players go first. And we're going to do the 1, 1, fall back. Now that she's set them all on fire. Well, she's providing light. She's holding up a torch. So, moves. They're not moving because they're all engaged and they're happy stabbing people. Ranged. Gonna shoot at this one. No, gonna shoot at this one. Let's see. Yay, we finally hit. And she's going to use one of her many luck points. Antheia there. So Antheia's going to use a luck point and just kill this dude in 1. So it does 2 wounds instead of 1. And then melee action. So the 4 dice again. 3 dice. I don't know how to count. Oh, those are all nice hits. All hits. So this one dead as Tegen and Ahti kill it. This one takes 1 wound, but because Emiliana has been stashing those wound points, that one's also dead. Cool. And we're going to search this place. So 2 turns pass because we do the melee, and then we search for place and the bodies. And what we find at long last is that the leader has a very shiny sword. Remembering that I always find, at least when it's with plus weapons, easiest to just go bugger it. It's a sword +1. Which it is. It's a sword +1. So, at long last, so we've dispatched 4 berserkers. They're 25 points apiece, right? So 100 XP. And we dispatched... What was the other thing we just dispatched? Nothing. We got a sword +1. Let's keep a note of this. +2 versus undead. That will be given to Emiliana, because she is the better stabbing person. Well, at least as far as we've been concerned so far. Okay, actually, this is going to be a point of contention, isn't it? Ahti says, that sword is rightfully mine. And Emiliana is, I don't think so. Because Emiliana is, in fact, the neutral one out of the two. So here's the question. Will the doppelganger, at this moment, go wild so that it can get the magic sword? I think it's unlikely, so it'll only get into a fight on a 5 or a 6. 1. Okay, so it's begrudging. It's begrudgingly not getting involved in a scrap. Right, there's also another 3,000 copper pieces in here. Someone rolled duff on the berserker layer roll, but it is what it is. Okay, cool. Top bananas. Well, Naseefa is a bit injured, Antheia is a bit injured, and Ahti is a doppelganger. So things are going well. Plus point, experience is only going to be divided 5 ways. If we make it back, because at some point this doppelganger problem is going to have to resolve itself, but I'm not entirely sure how. I'm going to have a little read up on doppelgangers before, just to see, you know, is it trying to pretend until it gets out and then kill them, or is it just trying to get out of the dungeon and go do something else? I don't know. I don't know what the life cycle of a doppelganger might be. I'm going to have to read up on it. But cool. So tomorrow, probably Cyberpunk. Saturday, probably Delta Green, but maybe not, because I mean, we wrapped up the last of Butler's adventure, the last Butler adventure. So maybe we'll do something else, or maybe we'll do more Delta Green. Sunday, more Caldwell. Maybe some more stuff. As said, my housemate is away. Also, important point, it's a bank holiday. And I'm on holiday a lot of next week. So, next week I'll probably run more sessions and later sessions. Probably, maybe, possibly. Because I want to do way more solo playing, right? And I'm sure I've mentioned this before. The core reason for me, for Dungeon Slime, being here, doing this, is so I don't procrastinate too much. And I actually get the stuff finished. And I play the games. And I do the stuff. And it's working really well. And I'm really enjoying it. And occasionally, hopefully, other people have at least a vague moment of mild entertainment. Or they can, you know, get to sleep. Both are good. Happy with either. So cool. Thank you, everybody. It's been very nice. It's been a pleasure again. And I'll slime you later. Have fun, everybody. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye. Bye 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 bye.